Hello, Ultranites here, and today we're going to be doing a quick tactics review of the dedicated transports for Space Marine Codex. Now, obviously, we start with the Rhino because it's obviously the first one on the list. It's quite self-explanatory, really. This thing is basically there to get your men in, go up the board, drop them out, sit behind cover, if you can, because it's not always viable. Sit behind cover and just wait. Because once the men have done what they're doing, they're going to need to jump back in this and zip off to an objective. Okay, that's what they're going to need to do. Or you sit it back, you wait till your men up the front need a rhino, okay, to bring them to an objective. You send it forward, you pick them up, you bring them round to an objective. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not good. It's only 2 whole points, I believe, maybe 3. It's armor 11 on the front, armor 11 on the sides, 10 on the rear. It's not going to survive. It's 35 points, so it's dead cheap. Probably one of the cheaper transports out there, if not the cheapest. Certainly, I mean, the Eldar Wave Serpent is way more expensive than that. Armor 12, that's not what we're here to discuss. The Rhino. The few good tactics I've got, you can use for it. What I like is the extended movement. Basically, you put it on the edge of your deployment like this, on its side. Okay, so this is my Chaos converted one, but you put it on your side, and then when you move it close, you pivot. And that gains you probably an extra 3 inches, and that's not your movement. And you zip it forward, 12 inches. You're already getting about 15 inches out of that. Much better, much more effective. Or you bring a few of these empty, dedicate them, but empty them. Put them in front of your main tanks. If you're not going first, you whack them in front of your main tanks. If you are going first, put them in reserves. You can use them later on, whatever. But just whack them in front of your tanks. That way, the enemy shoot. Chances are they're not going to see your tank. I mean, this thing is the size of a Space Marine vehicle. You won't see it. I mean, you put the tank behind it. Look at that. You're not seeing it. Yeah. So you can stop the enemy being able to hit them, and you can give them cover saves if they do try to pop at them. They'll probably kill this, but it's the same armor on the front as it is on the sides, which is quite rare with Space Marine vehicles, which is good. It's one tactic I use. You can use with line of sight blocker over objectives, stop you getting shot, which I do quite a lot. They're a versatile unit. They're a good transport. They're cheap. They're effective. But there's not a lot to say about them really. I mean, they are what they are. They are just a transport, and you're not going to get a whole lot out of that. Now, upgrades. You can give it Stormbolter. Magnet's falling off. You can give it Stormbolter, which I don't know. It's quite a expensive upgrade for something like a Rhino. I wouldn't take it because this thing, you don't want it being 45 odd points. I mean, that's more than a Razorback, and a Razorback has more firepower than it. Yeah, you've got that troop transport capacity. But 2 shots, you're not going to do a lot. You're not going to bring down an entire Tyranid army with 2 shots around that you're probably not going to use anyway because you're going flat out. So don't bother with that. Just bring its bog standard loadout like that. Don't bother with hunter killers, etc. I mean, they're great on paper. It's one shot bringing down enemy vehicles. I've tried it. I used to have a hunter killer there. Took it off. It's 10 points. Yeah, I mean, you can get lucky and bring down something big like a Land Raider with it, but there's other things in your army for that. You don't need a Rhino doing it. This thing should be whipping up the board, chopping out troops, and looking quite scary. I mean, a fully mechanised army, don't take it in 6, but certainly in 5th edition you could. Fully mechanised army is quite a scary thing, because it looked like you had 5 transports, and that was it. And then suddenly you had 50 Marines jumping out across the board. It's quite a good thing. Against newbie players, it did break their morale quite a lot. Anyone experienced would just go, is that all you got? But, yeah, that's pretty much the Space Marine Rhino in a nutshell. There's not a lot else you can say about it really. It's a good transport. I'm glad we've got it. We need it. But there's not a lot you can be doing with it. Yeah, Ultranites here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. Cheers.